Imagine surviving an explosion so powerful it erased an entire city, and then surviving another atomic blast just 3 days later. Sounds impossible, right? But this is the true story of Tsutomu Yamaguchi, the man who lived through both nuclear bombs of World War II. Yamaguchi was a young engineer working for Mitsubishi in Hiroshima in August 1945. After months away from home, he was finally packing his bag, excited to return to his wife and newborn son in Nagasaki. But on the morning of August 6th, as he stepped off a streetcar and looked up at the sky, he saw something descending, a tiny object drifting beneath a parachute. A second later, the world turned white. He didn't hear the explosion. Nobody did. It was too bright, too fast. The blast threw him into the air, burned half his body, and ruptured his eardrums. When he woke up, there was only silence, and a city that no longer existed. Buildings were flattened, people were wandering like ghosts, and fires raged everywhere. Somehow, with his skin peeling and vision blurred, he stumbled through the ruins to find his coworkers. Together, they spent the night in a shattered bomb shelter, listening to distant screams shake the darkness. The next morning, against all logic, he decided to continue his journey home to Nagasaki. He boarded one of the few trains still operating, a train filled with injured survivors heading anywhere but Hiroshima. No one on that train knew what had actually happened. Even the conductors believed it was just another firebombing. Only Yamaguchi had seen the flash up close and lived. When he arrived in Nagasaki, wrapped like a mummy in bandages, his family barely recognized him. His wife cried, thinking he would die within days. But even in that condition, he reported to work at Mitsubishi, determined to tell his superiors what had happened in Hiroshima. Standing in a meeting room on August 9th, he tried explaining the blinding white light, the silent explosion, the instant destruction. His boss dismissed it. "One bomb can't do that," he said. "You must be exaggerating." And then, outside the window, another flash. The second bomb detonated over Nagasaki. Once again, Yamaguchi was thrown to the ground. Once again, he survived. The building collapsed around him, people screamed, and the sky turned black. But unbelievably, he crawled out of the rubble, alive for the second time. He rushed back home, terrified that his wife and baby had been killed. But fate intervened in the strangest way. His wife had left their house early that morning to buy ointment for his burns, and she survived because a concrete tunnel shielded her from the explosion. Their home was destroyed, but the three of them lived. For days, Nagasaki burned, and the world changed forever. Japan surrendered shortly afterward, bringing World War II to a close. Yamaguchi spent the next decades telling his story, warning the world about the horrors of nuclear war. In 2009, he was officially recognized as the only person in history to survive both atomic bombings. He never called himself lucky. He called himself a witness. And until the day he died, he believed he was alive for one reason: to make sure humanity never forgets what a single bomb can do.